So we know some of the traits, what they are, if you're going to be doing difficulty 8 and above. However, if you're still, it doesn't matter which one it's on there, 2, 5, and 10 are going to be New Avengers, Rebirth, or a mixture of the two. So, but City Villain is definitely there. You're going up against a bunch of spiders and Black Cat. I'm kind of liking Vulture right now just because of the speed reduction. All the speed reduction he gives. If you're planning on doing the War Pact, where you get the war traits, it's... You could take in Mr. Negative. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be a little tough. It's going to be rough. It is, but I wasn't planning on bringing Rhino. I had to build Rhino. Big difference. Wasn't my choice, but I don't want to mention Nobu, but Nobu's there. He does get a war trait, so you could build in some revives, I guess. But Doc Ock is a definite. If you haven't built up Doc Ock is definitely a beautiful character to build up. So please do. Kingpin and Mr. Meganiv could help out, but I would say Vulture for the turn meter rewind. His turn meter rewind would be amazing in the nodes to slow all those guys down. But there's a lot of spiders, so it's basically dodge, 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 dodge. You know, dodge, weave, dodge, weave. So, yeah, well, Big Time is not... I don't believe Big Time's in there. I think it's Scarlet Spider in him. I don't think there's any in that node. Let me see again. Vulture is pretty decent, so... let's see. Where's node 2? Yeah, so node 3 is Scarlet Spider, OG Spider-Man Noir 2099, Spider Punks, and Weaver, Black Cat, and Ghost Spider. So there is no Spider-Man Big Time on that node for City Villain. None. So you can get the war benefits, but obviously those spiders will not because they don't have war tags. So the two big ones that might do some damage are probably Weaver and Black Cat. But the rest of them, they're just going to be dodging. They're going to be dodging like crazy. You already know that the AI is going to be configured to dodge more than you. So what's up, Rich? You sexy bastard, you. That too, if any of you fun lovers want to jump into the voice chat and talk about them too, you guys can. It does help to have some beautiful discourse between people. You're hot as fuck. Well, you're a little bit, just a little bit. But I don't know why you're hot as fuck though. But I will probably be taking Doc Ock, Black Cat, probably Mr. Negative, Kingpin, and probably Vulture. I'm going to end up building Vulture up for it. Maybe Kraven, but I don't know yet. I don't know what the next character they're going to release is, which is probably going to be Spider Slayer and then Lizard, but still. If you don't have Black Cat built up or Kraven, I would probably say take in probably Mysterio and Electro. Those are probably better characters for those nodes. Well, that node for City Villain. So hopefully it works out right. But Doc Ock is going to be the killer here. If you could build up Doc Ock, you got Black Cat at G18. Well, there you go. You're in the same boat. Black Cat will definitely help out with the stuns. But reducing turn meter will definitely help. So if you can reduce some turn meter, hit it with the Superior 6 hybrid. Yes, if you do if you do get your hands on Kraven, we know Kraven's coming eventually. But I don't know if they're going to be out by free to play, and you'll have to have them by free to play. So, but use Doc Ock and Vulture and them. They have the tags for it. Old Sinister Six. If you got Doc Ock and his summon for Shocker, his Shocker does hit hard now. So definitely do that. I would definitely say that'll be a fun one. Sure. What's up, Ruevar? How's it going?
I was say, obviously, Craven's not going to be out before the event unless you buy him. But if you've been playing with this kid at all in the event going on for him now, the showcase, the amount of taunts and buffs he's taking off and stuff, I can't imagine it's not going to be just completely overpowered.
I mean, yeah, it's if you could take him in, if you got him, Diego got 180 drop of him. You lucky bastard, you.
Yeah, I mean, like you've got him at 75 now. You know, you can push him to 85, gear tier 16, and be good to go.
Yeah, him and Doc Ock. I think him and Doc Ock will have some fun with there. But I do like Vulture's Turn Me to Rewind. The Turn Me to Rewind will come out great because he's doing it to all enemies.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. You know, Mr. Negative or Kingpin. I think if you bring one, I wouldn't bring the other. I don't really think.
I might do Mr. Negative because at least if they kill off one of the summons, they'll get Turn Me to Rewind. So 10% is still 10%. I'd rather take it, but
yeah, I just don't think that. I mean, Mr. Negative kind of gives a little bit more, but I don't like Kingpin's more about like what he gives defense up to everyone. I think.
Yeah, he's more he's in there for sustain, but since we got Doc Ock and he could give some regens out or whatever, he could get them going.
It might be time to take Doc Ock to healer, back to healer.
Maybe. I want to see what they do inside first before I decide if I'm going to give him healer. But if he's giving out some stuff out there, plus Shocker's there too. I want to see I want to see how it plays out. However,
unfortunately, I don't think Swarm's going to make a cut at all for anyone. I would not recommend bringing him because he works off the charges. And so unless someone's going to give him charges, he's just a ticking time bomb for when he's going to die.
Yeah, well, if Shocker's there and he gives the charges, and Shocker actually, if he's summoned, but the bigger your Doc Ock, the bigger the Shocker, and Shocker can take some hits now, so. But if it depends on who you have. Depends on who you have. He only has Sinister, right? No. Yeah, he only has Sinister Six, but everybody has the Sinister Six tag. All of them have the Sinister Six tag, not the Superior Six tag. So these guys, all superior. The three that have it is Slayer, Craven, and what's his face, Goblin and Lizard. But they all have the Sinister Six tag. So everybody's a Sinister Six member, not a Superior Six member.
I wonder if they forgot to give him the tag.
I think they did that for so you can go back and forth. So you can kind of have some, what's it called? Plug and play options there. Because some people aren't going to get these characters right away. At least you could be like, oh, I could use old Sinister Six with a couple of new Superior Six that I have.
What's going on, Rich?
What's
Rich?
up, you of the bitches?
Hi. How you doing, you hot fucker?
Fucking just staring at myself in the mirror.
Careful, don't get too turned on.
If I was you guys, I'd be jealous because I look good.
Oh.
Is this Bendy fresh haircut looking good?
No, Bendy. Listen, when I don't have a fresh haircut, I still put Bendy to shame.
Dang.
Call it fighting words if you want, but dude, until there's proof saying otherwise.
Underworld Sinister Six hybrid for city villain.
I was trying to figure it out. So, did they announce the rooms for the Scourge yet?
They didn't announce the exact ones there, but you know, I decided, fuck it, let's just go look at the JSON files and look at this shit.
Oh, perfect. Well, that's what, like, because I was like, I heard everyone talking about it, and I'm like, I can't find it written anywhere, so I'm like, it's either a leak or somebody figured it out, so.
Well, I mean, some of them you can tell, like, when it just says, like, just hero or something like that, you can tell that that's, not exactly legitimate information. Like that's got to be difficulty 4 or below.
Yeah. So here, hold on. Let me share my screen too, so you guys get it right away. Here you go. Oh, gotta put it on. All right. So like we data mine. We were looking at it for the traits, and more than likely, difficulty 8 and above will be Global Blaster, and
I don't think that's terrible, right?
Well, consequently, Node 8 has a fucking APOC at the end. So if they're going, you know, node by node, shit.
Well, you get Pegasus, right? Most of Pegasus, right? No, that's just Darkhawk.
I was gonna say a lot of them aren't global. I don't think.
Blaster. So global blasters. Here's what you have for global blasters.
I know what I'm looking at it right now.
What the fuck? Like,
I mean, I definitely think it's going to be either a complete mutant team or you're going to bring in Ultron for heals. We were talking about this the other day, I believe, and Agent Venom and Winter Soldier. I mean, I worry about using them on any nodes other than the nodes they're meant for, because no one on here is like really going to heal them.
Well, I think the other problem you have too, I mean, they're a little squishy, but I think realistically you're probably going to have to go your four mutants there. You know, because to be fair though, I mean, Phantom X is actually going to have a ton of value here. I know that those words actually came out of my mouth, but between the taunt and he all the dodges and stuff, he's actually
he heals himself, so he has to stay there.
Most likely you're probably going to have to throw either Ultron or I'm trying to look to see if there's a few other there's some.
Ultron's probably your best bet for sustain.
Absolutely, but there's some faster characters in here. Well, so hear me out, right? And so what I'm thinking is, you take in somebody like Deathlock, right?
Okay.
This is me spitballing. I don't whatever. You take in Deathlock and you put healer on him, right? Because he's going to take a lot of turns, he's going to help your team sustain. So, well, like I said, I don't think he's a great character. I wouldn't. I would never like say like, hey, build him up for this. But if you have him built, because most people have him built from Bionic, he takes a lot of turns. So you throw like a healer 4 on him, and he might be able to keep your sustain your entire team, right?
True.
Especially if you have somebody like Phantom X. Well, especially if you have Phantom X taunting on the other side or whatever. I mean,
I just wonder if there's going to be a way that you could like put Ultron on one side and hope his minions spawn near him, and then every other turn just healing with heal bots and trying to use Phantom X taunts to keep the enemies away.
Keep them on opposite side. Keep them on the corners. So Phantom X over there and Ultron on the other side. Hopefully, and you can keep taunting.
Ultron's your sustain, right? So then you would put probably next to Phantom X, you'd put Gambit, because that would because you would get the stealth, break the chain there. But dude, you know who's laughing at all of us right now? Fucking Venora. With her G18 Hydra sniper.
Well, they do have that Hydra tag in there to be Masters of Evil, but I mean, the only one you'd have here, but I doubt it's gonna do anything.
And what's the other one? City Villain, right?
Yeah, City Villain. City Villain's the other one, but that's pretty much what you're gonna try to do.
I mean, listen, if you saw the rework and you haven't brought Vulture up to DD6 yet, you're crazy. If you're, I mean, it was since I saw the rework, I'm like, oh, okay, I figured out my city team.
I mean, to be fair, to be honest, that the city nodes in DD6 is basically just the Robbie Super Show. Robbie just destroys those fuckers, and anybody that gives bleeds is basically helping him out.
Yeah, I mean, the Vulture speed bar mechanic is phenomenal. So
yeah, I've never really looked at him. I've never really looked at him too much.
So
he's just been sitting low. But this shit is ridiculous, and then you're reducing it all by 25%. Get the fuck out of here,
dude. You know what I'm doing? I'm using him in war with Undying.
Ooh.
Because what's happening is, so the way it works is he starts off, he puts on slow, So one of the Gregs goes and he, kills himself, and every time the Greg kills himself, he Vulture gets 25% speed. Then he goes like after 2 or 3 turns, and he uses ultimate, rewinds everybody. Then everybody takes 2 or 3 turns on undying. Everyone has bleeds. Everybody's getting fucked. It's beautiful.
I just I find it hilarious that everyone's talking about like, oh, you could use Vulture here, Mysterio there, Shocker here. Well, what about Rhino? And everyone's like, yeah.
No, just don't just shh. We're gonna
I already got messed up on that. I already got messed up on that today. I had to build Rhino a little bit. Thanks to Hydrus. Fuck that guy.
No, I did what is it? I have Vulture. I brought up Mysterio and Electro to 85, and that's all I'm touching. Vulture is going to DD, already in DD6 for me. Doc Ock is obviously going to go to DD6, but I'm running some fun combinations on Cosmic Crucible defense with those guys. So
okay, the only other one that's I'm not sure. Global Blaster or Tech is going to be one of the last nodes, and one of the last nodes does have APOC, and it doesn't really state which one. They might mix them up or move them around, but Tech is pretty much overpowered, but they could put that Apocalypse one on there just to see if you could go ahead and beat them.
I mean, if there's a Tech,
Global Tech?
Yeah, no, it's just Tech.
Yeah.
It's just Tech.
Oh, just Tech.
It's just Tech.
I think if it's a Tech call out, I think it'll be like there's a Brawler call out in the Black Cat trials. I think it'll probably be like that.
Also remember you have to also, when you think about this, think about war callouts, right? So for instance, in Tech, you're gonna have Lady Deathstrike who will have her war stuff. You're gonna have Coulson who's gonna have his stuff, right? What else?
I think if it's just the Tech call out, you're probably going to see a lot of
big time.
I would say probably a lot of Pegasus.
Well, Pegasus doesn't have any war callouts.
Pegasus is relatively slow. Besides Kestrel.
Unless they're in war, they don't really have a ton of speed. I mean, with Tech, you can just go. You pretty much can go like Vulture, Doc, Mysterio, Kang, Kestrel, and you're going to be fine. Because remember, Mysterio's rework next to Vulture, Mysterio had the best rework. His problem is he's just expensive. He's like freaking 90 cost or something, but he's got phenomenal fucking rework.
Yeah, he's giving some shit out.
He's got
deflex will help.
Well, not even that. Like, think about it. If you have the T4 in his passive and he spawns with 3 of those little shit things, right? Every time one of those people die, Vulture's getting speed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Vulture gets the speed.
Anytime anybody on the field dies, Vulture gets speed. So it's like he's also helping with the speed mechanic on Vulture, which, like I said, and then Vulture's ultimate is popping off and just doing the good things. His special's pretty good too.
Heroes for Hire in War?
I could see it.
I could see it, but
especially Kestrel's got the perma. They get the perma kills.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm not doing a punch across or a punch down on it, but
oh no. What's it called? Sani said Pegasus beats Heroes for Hire in War. That's what I was just thinking about.
I would, like I said, I'd probably do a punch down with that and feel confident, but not punching across with that.
Oh, why did I push that? There we go. Yeah, I guess for the 3 major callouts for it, for City Villain, we know those. Tech is overpowered like crazy. Yeah. There is one node where they use both Rebirth and New Warriors. You just got to pick the best 5 if you want. Most people have more Rebirth than they do New Avengers, so probably just build up Rebirth. But there is one node that is specific to New Avengers, so you're kind of fucked if you don't got it. You don't got all 5.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be.
Holy shit! What the fuck? My God, Ceci is alive. Wow, thank you, Ceci. What's happening, man? Grazie, grazie. Jesus Christ. You broke the damn thing because it didn't even pop up on the screen. Ceci coming out with the gifted subs. Bloodlust. Jesus. Damn. To go.
Beautiful.
Molly and water. Yeah, man. Where the hell have you been?
Ceci, you're beautiful. I don't care what anyone says.
You're a beautiful human being. Wow. Give it out. Global Blast. Yeah, Global Blaster is going to be an issue depending on who they got there. Depending on who we have to use for them. That's the issue.